Good morning, 8Cs, receiving school students and teachers.
Good morning, Mr. Ma.
May take your seats, thank you. All right, 8Cs and receiving school students, in our previous lesson, Anderson, what did we look at? Pass the mic, please. Receiving students, you tell your teacher what you looked at.
Grid reference.
All right, grid references. 4-figure reference and 6-figure reference. Now I told you in our previous lesson, I said that we were going to continue with our activity, maybe just for the introduction part, on six area references, how to give the six area references for yes. All right. All right, looking at this 8Cs, receiving students, looking at this grid here, can you give me can somebody give us the 6 area reference for the circle, right? Looking at the grid, the area reference, or give the 6 area reference for the circle. All right, let's have quickly. All right, Chrisima. Receiving students.
23 149.
Right, your answer is 23 1, right? 23 1 and 14 9. All right, let's see how she got her answer. 23 1 or 2 3 1 1 4 9. All right, easting, always look at the easting first, right? Easting comes first. So easting is 23. All right, for the circle 23. Always look at the bottom left-hand corner, that's 23. And note, then you estimate, right? Estimate how many tenths. Estimate how many tenths it is. It's 1/10. The circle is 1/10 across, right? Because you're looking at easting first. Circle is 1/10 across the square. So instead of writing 1/10, you write 23 1. You clear? 8Cs, receiving students, 1/10. Noting, so 23 1, noting. All right, same with noting. You look at the noting. It's 14, all right? It's 14, and how many tenths is it up the square? It's 9 tenths. So instead of writing 9/10, you write 9. So 14, 9. Then you put your numbers together. It gives you the 6 area reference. 2 3 1 1 4 9. Right, let's try the next one, the triangle. Anyone to give us the 6 area reference for the triangle? Receiving students. Again, locate the place or locate the square and then estimate the number of tenths. Estimate how many tenths it is. All right, let's have quickly. Anyone to try, please? Those of you who are not putting your hands up, I'm sure you could just try. Paulus? Ismail? What do you think the answer is? What's the 6 area reference? Samuel? All right, anyone, quickly? For the triangle. $25, 9, 15, 1, 15, 1. 259,151. All right, again, this is how you got your answer. Easting. All right, look at the easting first. The triangle is, all right, 25. How many tenths across the square? 9 tenths. So 25, instead of 9 over 10, 25, 9. 259. Same with nothing. Nothing is 15, right? 15, and it's 1/10 up the square. So instead of 1/10, 1. So you put your numbers together to give you the 6th area reference. Hands up if you're not clear. You are still not clear with this. You still do not understand. Anyone? Hands up. Or you're confused with how to read or how to estimate the number of tenths. You all understand, 8Cs? Please, if you don't understand, make sure you let us know, all right? So we can help you. Receiving students, if you're not sure, please ask your teachers to assist you or to help you. Okay, Pentagon, will we use 4-figure reference or 6-figure reference? All right, we'll use some 4-figure reference because the Pentagon covers the whole square, all right? So what's the 4-figure reference for the Pentagon? Receiving students? 24, 13. Remember, easting comes first, so 24, 13. So that's a 4-figure reference for the Pentagon. All right, Paulus, I said you're going to give us a 6-figure reference for this. Yes? Or Paulus? Okay. Or not B, we'll put an arrow. All right. All right. Give us the 6-figure reference or 6th area reference for this arrow here. 6-figure reference for this arrow. Receiving students? Anyone? Okay, Paulus, would you like to try?
$21,6 and $13,5.
21, 6, 13, 5. You agree with Paulus? All right. Nakoas.
$21,6, $13,6.
21.6, 13.6. You think so? Wait, I'm trying to put this right here in the middle. In the middle. If this, let's say it's right in the middle, okay? In the middle of the square. Receiving students. Sandra.
$21,5 and $13,5.
21.5, 13.5. Because this point here, as I said, it should be right in the middle. All right, so easting 21, all right, easting, don't forget, these are the easting numbers here. These easting numbers, they are numbered from west to east, all right? Here, these are the easting numbers. Northing numbers, these are the northing numbers. Northing numbers are numbered from south to north or bottom to top. So when you're giving the area references, you must always start with the easting, all right? So 21, easting is 21, and then you estimate how many tenths. It's 5 tenths across the square. So 21, 5. You look at the northing, 13. All right, 13, estimate again, 5 tenths up the square. So that's how you got your 6 grid reference, right? You clear now, 8Cs and receiving students? Nakawas? Which one? This one. This dot here, okay, this represents the arrow here. The dot, as I said, it's right in the middle, okay? I'm trying to put this dot here right in the middle so we can have it 5 tenths across the square and 5 tenths up the square. Okay. So maybe if you see it from there, I don't think it's right in the middle. But let's just say it's in the middle. We want to make sure that, okay, it's half the square and, all right? Your homework, 8Cs and receiving school students. I gave you a homework. You were supposed to construct a grid. I gave you A4 papers for the model class. And I hope you plotted in your area references using your grid lines or your grid. Now I said later I would I'll collect them, have a look at them, and then we'll display them on the walls. So receiving students, if you've also done that, you can give those grids to your teachers. They have a look and they can also display them on the wall. Right, so after this lesson, we'll collect your grids. Thank you. All right, let's move on to today's lesson topic, human environment. Now we are on a new topic, a new outcome, 8.1.2. Our previous outcome was 8.1.1. All right, can I have the runners please quickly? Runners, come and get a paper each for your group. Runners, receiving students, have a paper each for your group. All right. And a marker. 1, 2. I don't know if this marker is working. I don't know which one. This one. You come and get a paper and a marker here. Who doesn't have a marker? Which group didn't get the marker? Marking pen. All right, so receiving students, a paper or A3 papers. Those of you who have all right, you have your papers there. Okay, we said our topic on human environment, all right? Now in your groups, quickly, I am going to give you 3 minutes. Timekeeper, 3 minutes. Human environment, and I'd like you to brainstorm on the word human environment. All right? Group leaders, brainstorm on the word human environment onto your paper. Timekeeper, you have 3 minutes. All right? No further explanations. daughters, I hope you're ready to present your group's work. All right, which group is ready? All right, thank you. We'll have group 3. Group 3 is ready to present the findings. All right, we'll have group 3.
Brainstorm on human environment, machinery, factories, home appliances, land, sea, and air transport, structures, towers, bridges, airports, houses, roads, wharves, schools, and hospitals.
All right, that's all. Okay, good. Group 3.
Human environment. People, living things, man-made changes, buildings, roads, cars, and houses.
Okay, good. All right, group 4, you get ready.
Brainstorm on the word human environment, communities, commercial activities, places, nature, people, managing the environment, man-made, cars, buildings, electricity, television, or computers.
All right, thank you. Group 4, quickly.
Human environment. Working together, group of people living together, families, schools, parks, shopping centers, villages, towns, cities.
All right, thank you.
The human environment is made up of human beings, males, females, students, workers, buildings, example, houses, classrooms, factories, bridges, roads, communication, computers, example, email, fax machines, telephones, example, mobile, text messages, forms of entertainment, radio, TV, computers, video games, and vehicles.
All right, good. Group 6 and last group 7. Hurry up. Now, those of you who have presented, I want you to keep quiet and you listen.
Human environment, schools, roads, city, people, villages, hospital, buildings, and transportation.
Thank you. Group 7, last group.
Human environment, towns, roads, and bridges, buildings, shops, companies, villages, customs, beliefs, modern technology, phones, television, radios, people, religion, homes, schools, institutes, and university.
All right, thank you. Sandra. All right, 8Cs and receiving students, right from your brainstorming, you all came up with similar answers, all right? Or similar words that related or is to do with the human environment. Now let's have a look at the definition of what a human environment is. So when you put all these words together, you can come up with a simple definition. And that definition of a human environment is, class, can you read please?
How people, individuals, or members of a group or community behave, where they live, where they play, and how they
use the land, all right? So as I said, from those words that you came up with, all right, for example, schools, homes, buildings, villages, working together, group of people living together, putting all these words together, you come up with a simple definition of human environment, how people or individuals or as members of a group or community, how they behave, all right, where they live, work and play, and how they use the land. Receiving students, the definition, the simple definition, putting these words together of a human environment. All right, have you copied that down? Receiving students, 8Cs, good. All right, let's look at some pictures that show the human environment, how people or individuals, how they behave themselves, where they live, working and playing, how they use their land. All right, working. Part of the human environment, people working. All right, different types of work or jobs. Where people live, village or in cities, all right? Rural areas, urban areas. All right, schooling, part of the human environment. And you can identify your friend in there. All right. People practicing, playing. That's part of the human environment. Farming. All right. How people use their land. How people use land. So those are some examples of the human environment. Culture. Since we're looking at human environment, community, right? What is a community? Because people living together, they belong to a community. We've looked at how they behave themselves, working, playing, where they live. What is a community? Anyone? Just define the answer in your simple words. Receiving students, what is a community? All right, netizen.
An area where people live in.
An area where people live, good. Any other answers? Umba?
A group of people living in a particular place.
A group of people living in a particular place, yes. All right, do you belong to a community? It says receiving students. Of course, you belong to a community, all right? You live around people, group of people living together in a same place, all right? All people who live in a particular area or a particular place, that is what a community is. People who share the same ideas, same culture or customs, beliefs, they all share or live together in an area. Community. So you and I, we belong to a community, all right? You finished copying? All right, you have, I think, 5 more minutes, HCs and receiving students. All right, quickly, with these remaining minutes, could you, just in your group, all right, using the listening triangle, describe the type of community that you live in, all right? Receiving students, can you describe the type of community that you live in? And then maybe try and compare, all right, the similarities or the differences. Are there any similarities or differences, all right, in your community that you live in? All right, HCs and receiving school students. Receiving students, looks like we'll stop here. We'll stop here, but we'll continue in our next lesson, all right? HCs, are you listening? We'll continue with this topic in our next lesson, all right? All right, your project, HCs and receiving students, I'm reminding you again, if your groups have completed, then make sure you let your teacher know, receiving students. For you, model class, if you have finished, you've completed your task, then make sure you let me know, so we'll set a time or day where we'll have you to present your work. All right? So I reminded you already, your charts, your pictures, visuals, aids, materials. Make sure you all have that ready, because we will have a checklist to make sure that, all right, you are presenting those things with those other materials. Okay. All right, thank you, HCs, receiving school students and teachers. Our keyword for today, everyone read please. Community. All right. Thank you, HCs, receiving school students and teachers, and you have a nice day today.
You're welcome, Miss Irma.